Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos.
Got it. 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Topper, topper. Shit, shit. Get it.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
70, Indy. Come on, baby. Yeah. 5.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Here we go. A 3-yard pickup. Yep. Brings up 2nd and 7. Ready?
On second down, Elliott. And he'll power his way up near the 25. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Ready. Right over there. Yeah.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Head up. 15 line. 15 line. Set a tone. Sweet grip.
This is Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a carry here for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line. Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 56. I'm on. Yo, go. Record. Takes 3. 2-8 now.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Hey, exit. 56, right there, 56. Come on, D. Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Count. And that will be incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week. And so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
First down, and it's Pollard again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Look at me, zipper! Check three. Go.
On second down, Pollard. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mark 55. Five. Watch the screen. Pass. Check it.
To throw on 3rd down, McGee. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yeah.
They start on the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Let's go, D. Check. Lucky. Go. Now. 6-6. Pull it high.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 18 Gators. Go.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw. McGee. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Look at me. Score. Let's get it.
To throw on second down. Cobb. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cobb gets it to Gordon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be third down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
We got this.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down now. Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Hey. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mark 55. Mark 55. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check 37. Check 37.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Shit! Watch the shit! Wide, get wide! Check me,
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you, boy. Check, crunch, go.
Now Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hey, team 6. Go. Red team spell.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Yeah. Watch it.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
Back to throw. McGee. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, echo. Check right.
Throwing again. McGee. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cobb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They run it with Carson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Here's Carson, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Hey, switch gears.
Go. Hey, orbit. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Cobb. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw. Cobb. Open man is Gordon. Complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now it's Carson, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Hey.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, exit.
Second and 9 now. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They come out here in the I. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The kick by Gold is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. Mike, 55. Right there.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's checking crap. 36. Tighten up.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic.
Yes.
Tell me what you got.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Cobb, that's complete. It's Gordon. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Cobb, and able to find Conley. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. On the give, this is their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Let's put that team on the bus. Mike's 50. Check the outs.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike's 50.
Yeah.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cobb going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Cobb got Gordon open, completes it. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
On the set.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twitch.
Go, 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 go. Hit it.
Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Go. 5.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Hey.
Check 59, Mike.
Ready?
They'll run it with Elliott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Look at me. Zipper.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch twist.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Taron Johnson made the stop. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Go.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready? Leo.
3 bucks. He's checking.
Protein spill.
Kill. Mike 55. Here it comes. Jack.
Pilot 64. Weak.
Slam.
Bam. Shoot.
On 3rd down, McGee. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 23 yards on the play. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you.